everyone, welcome to Marching Arts TV. This is Jen. I'm so excited to be doing a video for y'all today. I have not seen my friends Justin and Kanan for a while. We all got kind of hit with September and I've been crazy with getting the kids settled into school, and I know Kanan was under the weather for a while, but we're all kind of pulling it back together, and we've got a couple of new videos coming up. We've got some content to share, and now that the 2024 season is behind us, in fact, my 2025 season already started last weekend. My team has auditions in 2 weeks for the 2025 season. So that's crazy. I am super not ready for that. We are looking at Winter Guard now. I've turned my eyes from Drum Corps to Winter Guard, and I'm going to be doing a react video to a gorgeous, very well-known first place show. I think it's the highest scoring show ever. So that gives it away. I'll be watching 2008 Fantasia. So the White Table. I am a Drum Corps girl through and through. I did 1 year of Winter Guard, and that was in 1996. I then taught for a few years after that, but was retired from instruction by 2001. So there are decades of Winter Guard shows I have not seen. So getting ready for the 2025 winter season, I'm going to have to re-up my Flow subscription and deep dive right back into what Winter Guard is. So my first toe into it is, like I said, Fantasia 2008. I watched the show for the first time today, and I'm glad that I kind of watched it first before doing this video, because I'm not going to lie, I was really surprisingly emotional after that video. And maybe it's because I am, half a century old and very reminiscent about my youth. A bit of a memory hoarder. So this show hit me right in a very specific place and right in the feelings. And I just, it was a lot to digest. I thought I would go and try and find some director's notes or some blogs on it and see what the nitty gritty of this show is. But I came away with two different concepts. Either way, I felt like this very melancholy, the music and the costuming was very whimsical, very stripped down, but also very melancholy. And I kind of came up with this phrase of whimsicoly, I'm going to do a Pinterest aesthetic trend. But obviously the costuming has this very 1910, 1912 look to it, between the pearl chokers on the girls and these kind of the big collars and the see-through undershirts and everything. It just had this look of 1910 Downton Abbey type thing, and that kind of fed me directly into this age of innocence, lost, World War I, Great War, predecessor type feeling. But at the same point in time, it gets very hectic in that midsection. Not hectic in a bad way, but the choreography gets very quick, very fast, very, it's going. And it could be something as simple as we all grow up and we all lose that youth and that vibrance and that innocence because we get dogged down by life. So I didn't quite know which way to feel on the show as far as what its intent was. I kept seeing these moments of very military style lines, and so I tend to veer towards that Great War piece. But yeah, what a beautiful show. I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get to watch it.
Performing their program, The White Table, a reflection on youth.
I apologize that at the end of this video, we have those overlays of suggested videos, and I really wanted to find a different source video, but the other one was not a great quality. So bear with me on that. Sorry.
Fantasia, you may take the floor for competition.
Feel this pull of memory from the rocking chair that maybe represents old age and end of life. And his movement, I get so stuck watching her and her beautiful arms and hands that I miss the fact that he is doing this very controlled, slow motion roll that just takes so much core strength. Oh, these beautiful feet, flexed feet. Oh. Like his ability to do that. Ooh, goodness. It's like he's coming off the edge of that table and joining the memory. Maybe love lost. I don't know. This show is just so beautiful. So many different things it could be. Rifle work. And of course we all know this is a show that was done without silks. And that's a risk. Not the first time this has been done, but so effective when done well. And obviously done very well. Here's that first introduction of those kind of military lines, which that's what informed me towards this kind of great war, loss of innocence. Women in this ensemble, they move so well and so lightly, so effortlessly. And here's our first negative bit of ire and angst introduced. One thing that happens with Renegade design staging is it can sometimes tend to be form, dissolve, transition out, transition in, run, scatter, grouping. The intentional staging of this show is beautiful. It never just looks haphazard. Unless it's intended to look haphazard. You know? Like, you can tell when it's supposed to dissolve into chaos, like right now. And then these diagonals, these lines, these intentional pods pop up, and you're like, oh, like right here, the rifles come forward in two solid lines. And then another grouping is introduced. Transitions in the show are just immaculate, and it's just a clean show to watch. There's never busy staging. This tabletop, like, it's such a nice design piece to match the table prop, and then pull your focus back to the ensemble in the corner. Yeah, the lines pop up and they go away. The lines go away. Goodness, who can do that on a random Tuesday? Not me. And then everything slows again, and that rocking chair just pulls it back to, this is a memory. This is a reflection. This is the end of life now. The reality is set in. always some part of us. That little triple work there, that little grouping. It's very childlike. We're back to that innocence. We're back to trying to reclaim it after everything we've been through. Maybe it's too late to do that. This girl in the front looks like she's just carrying the weight of the world. Beautiful characterization. They know what they were trying to portray. As he retreats to his chair. And is she the representation of innocence? Is she the death of innocence? Yeah, so good. So good. So many questions about that show, so many interpretations, so many ways you can look at it. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful production. And again, I spent some time talking about just the staging of it as well. It's not just about, oh, they threw a bunch of tricks, because there weren't a lot of times where I was like, look at that trick, look at that trick, look at that trick. It wasn't about catch, scream for the audience, catch, scream for the audience, you know. It was just beautiful from beginning to end. It was like this seamless thread of emotion, of speed, of intentional speed, you know, like all the work sped up as the conflict and the chaos escalated and then smoothed back out. So you had this denouement and then this resolution to it. And it was just, oh, I used a big word. It was just an absolutely beautiful production. Hard pressed to find out what that 0.5 they took off was. So yeah, gorgeous. I'm so glad that they brought this to me to watch. So anyways, I'm excited to do more of these videos. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear what your interpretation of the end was. Who was the girl on the table? Was she a love lost? Was she the representation of innocence, of youth? Tell me more. Make some comments. If you have a show, I love these type of shows. They hit me in the feelings. If you have a show you think you would love to see me do a reaction to, put it in the comments. Send us a message. We'd love to. And please like and subscribe to our channel. So tell your friends about us. We'd like to get some more subscribers. I need some more fans. I have 2. I'd like to get to 5 before the 2025 season, you know? Anyways, thanks for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.